Okay, we're here at CPAC with Mr. Chris Cassone, the author of a new book called Take Our Country Back, One Song and One Man's Story of the Tea Party. Chris, what gave you the idea to do this book?
As the last thing on my mind, I was sitting in my bed watching Glenn Beck in February '09, right after the Porculus, and I'm a songwriter, and this just came out, and just like a lot of us Tea Party people, we're starting to coalesce there. So I was there at the beginning, the first Tea Party back in Ridgefield, Connecticut. 400 people played on a town square mall there in a park, and that video went viral, and before you know it, I was on Fox and at 9/12 and all the others.
It's pretty amazing the notice you can all of a sudden get. You know, I mean, like you said, you were just a guy sitting there just doing your thing, and all of a sudden, the next thing you know, you're everywhere.
You know, that's kind of the nature of the Tea Party. I mean,
right.
There's no real big stars. I mean, I was in front of 1.5 million people, but then walking in the crowd, I'm one of the crowd, and I love the Tea Party. I love that part about it.
Well, what do you say now to all these pundits and all these left-wingers who say the Tea Party's dead? What do you think about that?
Oh, it's so not dead. As a matter of fact, it's starting to rear its head. I can feel it's shaking off the shackles of winter. We're waking up we woke up the first time, and now we're having right in '09, and now we're waking up again. And the rah-rah parties and the festivals and the big events where people wave flags. They might be coming back, but we know that we have 10 months, less than 10 months to do it, and so.
Well, plus, unlike the Occupy fools, the Tea Party folks actually settled down back home, away from the lights and the TV cameras, and began floating candidates and getting involved in their own local politics, which is something the OWSers haven't and probably won't do. So, to assume that the Tea Party is dead is just silly.
I'm a part of a couple of Tea Parties on both coasts, but the Pasadena Patriots taught me and showed they're the model. I mean, they had literally, I walked in that first one to play with Victoria Jackson and myself, and we, in the living room was this giant district map, and carved up in the neighborhoods, and people were taking different neighborhoods and signing up for different neighborhoods to walk. So it was actually real local politics.
Right, because it's something that the OWSers, they hate the whole system. So how can they affect change if they stand forever outside it? And that's the same thing with the Tea Parties. They claimed they were against the system at the beginning, but obviously they've invested themselves to make that change within the system.
Right, we needed... Occupy, they get, the fact that we're saying their name it doesn't seem right, because there's like 20 of them and there was 1.5 million of us.
Right, exactly. Well, you mentioned Victoria Jackson. She wrote the foreword to your book, huh?
Yeah, she did, and we sang a couple times. As a matter of fact, she took the picture of the cover picture where we were performing at Washington Monument 2010 Tax Day. I was singing "Take Our Country Back." She was behind me. She was singing,
And we should mention Victoria Jackson was on Saturday Night Live, and she's a comedian, and had been on radio and TV for a long time.
She has the multi-100,000 hit. I think it's maybe up to 1 million now. There's a communist living in the White House.
Right, exactly. Well, after this video, I'm going to attach your video, if you don't mind. I will put your song video connected to this little interview so that people can see the song. And
they can get the book at Amazon.com or Chris Cassone, CASSONE.com. You can also download the song for free right there at my site.
Thanks very much, Chris.
Thanks, man.